Hello everyone. Today I am going to be doing something a little bit different. So I decided that there are some kind of small things that I wanted to reorganize in my doll room. Um, so for anyone who saw the doll room tour video, this is my kind of like other shelf. So it's not Rainbow High or American Girl. Um, and I decided to kind of expand what Monster High dolls I actually have on display. Um, so this like playset up here, which is from the Mermaids release, and then also the Mermaids car, and then coming over here, the stage and the car from Rainbow High. I am actually going to be putting those somewhere else. Right now, I do have a few of the Generation 3 Monster High dolls, but I've been keeping them mostly in box in like a different room, which I'll show you guys in a minute. It's in the closet. And that's just because I got so attached to the Rainbow High and the Shadow High that I kind of had that take up more room. So the big reason why I'm doing this, honestly, is because I don't really plan on continuing to collect all of the Rainbow High dolls with the new release. I don't want to get into it too much in this video. I know that there's been a lot of videos responding to the new release for 2024 for Rainbow High. It's just not my thing, so I don't plan on being at least a completionist anymore for Rainbow High, which is honestly probably a good thing. So, you know, it is what it is. But for that reason, I don't really have to worry about Rainbow High expanding too much anymore. So I have these kind of more spread out in case there were more releases and stuff. I could easily like put these guys together or whatever to make more room for more releases. Now I don't really have to worry about that. Same with like these guys. The reason why I had them kind of out and not already away in the closet was mostly because it would be easier for me to make more room for more releases then. Again, now I don't really have to worry about it. But anyway, sorry this intro has been a lot longer than usual for me. Just kind of wanted to explain why I'm doing this and a little bit of what the plan is. I don't know completely what the plan is. We'll kind of figure it out. But yeah, in my next clip here, I will show you guys where I have been keeping the the Monster High dolls that I do have so far. So this is our guest room. It also has like all of my stuffed animals in here. But we have like puzzles and games and things just on this little shelf here, and then we have like our bed. It's not made because we did have someone stay kind of recently and I still have to like wash the sheets. But anyway, and then same with like where all the pillows are in the pile over there. But yeah, I actually have all my Squishmallows in here. I went a little bit overboard with them last year for a little bit of time. Same with my rainbow here. I've really slowed down collecting these. I really don't collect them much anymore unless I find just like one or two here and there that I like. But also, I have just like a lot of my childhood plushies and like all these little skull animals that I collected when I was in high school. Not all of these are from when I was in high school, clearly, because some of these were released since then. But yeah, this is just kind of my guest room plushie room. If you're afraid of plushies, don't stay at my house. There we go. But anyway, in this closet here is where I keep kind of like, well, more Squishmallows. We're the giant ones. But I keep kind of like my backup, or not backup, but like I keep the dolls that I didn't have on display. I'm trying really hard not to collect so many dolls that they have to go into storage just because I'm not very good at switching things out of storage. So, I mean, I guess this is kind of storage. But it's really easy to access because it's actually right next to my doll room. But I have, these are actually an American Girl doll line, the Girl of Many Lands. I have them all in box. I do plan on doing a video of them in the future, but I have all of them in here. Just some extra towels for when we do have guests stay. But then up here, I have all of my Monster High dolls. And that is what I plan on moving into my doll room and just putting like the play sets up here then. All right. All right, I have another update. I hope the updates are okay. I thought about doing a time lapse, but I just didn't want to be on camera yet. But anyway, so I cleared all of the dolls off from the shelf. And then my plan is to just put the Rainbow High stage and car, and then the mermaids like playset and car up here. And that will mostly clear up above those shelves then. I do have them all laid out on the guest bed here. Yeah, so I just have the initial release of every character. And then I did get the Monster Ball line because I just really like them. Just these four. I didn't get Frankie. At least not yet. I might, but yeah. And then these are my only like collector ones. Well, these are the Skulllector, but then I also have the anyway. So I like the Skulllector dolls. I'm not very competitive though, so I only really tried to get the Skullectors for the movies that I actually really like. So Gremlins 2 I got first, and I actually got it like released, you know, direct from the company. I was really happy to get her because I love Gremlins 2. I used to watch it all the time with my older brothers because they liked the original Gremlins better, but I was a little too young still, so it scared me. Whereas Gremlins 2 was a little bit more funny. It wasn't as scary to me, so I did watch that a lot with them because it was like a compromise. And then I just love The Nightmare Before Christmas. I know a lot of people do, but I love these guys. I have opened them and like taken them out of the box and everything, but just for storage, I put them back in the box. But now I'll actually have them on display, so I'm really excited about that. And then I actually just got her in the mail today, which is kind of why I'm doing this. I had thought about it just like briefly before, but getting her in the mail today, I'm like, God, I really don't want to leave these guys in the closet. So I went in my doll room and kind of looked around to see what I could reorganize because I wanted to be able to see all these guys. I'm like, oh, duh. Like the play sets that I don't actively play with right now. Anyway, so she's the reason why this is happening. And then my Ghoulia guy. Ghoulia is my favorite character from like the original series, which I don't think is a very popular opinion. But yeah, I think it's just because I like zombies a lot. I'm afraid of zombies, but because I'm afraid of zombies, I know a lot about them, and I absorb a lot of zombie information. So yeah. Anyway, I will update you guys when I have the playsets in here. Okay, this is another update. I was able to fit the playset and the bus as well as both of the cars up there. I did have to switch around the cars because the Rainbow High car didn't quite fit above this one. I didn't measure it very well. I did measure it, but very crudely, and clearly it didn't work out. But it just barely fits this way. So it's actually like a pretty perfect fit. But yeah, so on my next clip, I will show you all of these guys in their new home. Another quick update. I'm not super happy with it, but here we go with just like the signature dolls, or the first release of each character so far from Generation 3. What I was hoping is that I could have stacked them one on top of another. That way I would have like 4 facing out, but my ceiling was just like an inch too short to do that. So I ended up doing this. I'm not super happy about it, but I can see them better than I could when they were in that closet, so it's still an improvement. I put these 4 down like this just so that I was able to fit all of them up here, and I have doubles of the 4 that are laying down like that down here that are open. To be honest, with Rainbow High, like, you know, being done, in my opinion, or I should say with me not collecting Rainbow High anymore, I might actually start collecting doubles of all of these guys. And I should do that quick if I decide to do that for the ones that have been out for longer. But anyway, this is what I have. That's not where Heath is going to be forever. That is where I'm going to put Venus when I get her. And I'll probably just put him on top because his box is a different size. But I do have all of the signature dolls for the first release of each character for Generation 3 on the shelf here. And I still have little Astronova sitting there. But the next I will be putting my collector ones up there. All right, here is my final update. I don't like it. I don't. This is the best I could do. I'm glad that you can see Skelita well. I think that, well, this is just kind of hammering home that I need to open all these guys. The reason I really hadn't before is because I was kind of keeping them in the closet anyway, except for my favorites I got doubles of. But I'm thinking that I just really need to open these. And if I really like them, then I can get a double that I keep in box. Because I would rather have them out where I can see them. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It really doesn't. I have so much space taken up by Rainbow High and Shadow High and everything. I'll have to figure something out. But I am glad that they're out of my guest room closet and all in this room here together. And I just have, you know, the bigger play sets in there now. Yeah. I don't know if this video is interesting at all or if you can really see anything very well, but I figured that I would film my progress with this. Again, I'm not loving it. I'm gonna have to fix it. So we'll see. I'll check back in when I do get it fixed. It might be a while. But anyway, that's my video. Sorry, it's kind of anticlimactic. Thank you for watching. If you did watch the entire thing through, I do appreciate it, especially since this was kind of a mess and it didn't turn out how I wanted. But, you know, here we are. I'll play around with it more and see what I end up doing if I end up opening them all. All right. Thanks again, and have a good rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.